Hi guys, this is Morrie Joyce and I am back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite books of all times, which is Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom. So I've talked a lot in my other videos about this book and how much I love it, and I haven't read it in years, so I'm thinking about rereading it, but I wanted to go ahead and do a video on it before I did that. So Tuesdays with Morrie is about a young man who has a college professor in college that he falls in love with. He is very impressed with him, and they start to develop a relationship. As life goes on, they separate. They both go on to live their separate lives, as we do after college is done. And they are brought back together because Morrie Schwartz, which is the professor, is diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, okay, which is a neurodegenerative disease that causes pervasive muscle weakness, things like that. So he's basically deteriorating. He's going to die. So Mitch Albom goes in and meets with him every Tuesday. And basically he is talking to him, trying to find out the meaning of life. And I thought this book was so interesting. When I first read it, it kind of helped me put things into perspective in life. Like, what's important, what's not important? Why are we focusing on things that are so trivial? So he's talking to Morrie every Tuesday, and I'm going to read an excerpt from the book just so you guys kind of get an idea of what these meetings were all about. "Ask me anything," Morrie always said. "So I wrote this list: death, fear, aging, greed, marriage, family, society, forgiveness, a meaningful life." So to me, that passage kind of summed up this book and what it was about and what the meetings were like each week. And I think the reason I enjoyed this book so much was that it did make me think about life and death in a different way. So this book is not so much about death as it is about what we learn from living. So I think in the book, there is somewhere where Morrie also quoted, he said that when we are an infant, we need people. And when we're old, we need people. And the best kept secret is that in between those times, we also need people. So I thought that was really, really like eye-opening, because generally when you're in your 20s and your 30s, you know, you're living life, you don't really feel that you need people. When you're a baby, of course, we all understand that. When you're an older person, of course, you need help with certain things. So it's all understood that those times in life, we're dependent pretty much on someone else. And I think the time in life that we forget about is in our middle age years, is where we think that we don't need people. And so through this book, I learned that you need people in all phases of life. And I learned that people are very important. Now, this book touched me specifically because when I was in high school, I built a sort of relationship similar to this one with my high school guidance counselor. We became very close. I still talk to him this day. I go to his house for holidays. I eat dinner at his house. I spend a night at his house. We have a very, very close relationship. And I see him as like a father figure in my life. So I think that this book just made so much sense to me, in the sense that I've learned so much about life from him. He's taught me so much. And it was kind of an unexpected relationship. I was a young African-American woman at an inner city school. He was a middle-aged Asian man, and it just didn't seem like the two worlds could come together and form, and we just have such a great relationship. We get along so well, and like I said, I do see him as very much a part of my family. So this book it really touched me in that way, and it reiterated to me how two totally different worlds can meet and both people can benefit from that relationship. So like I said, this book is not just about death, but it's about life. And if you're interested, please go out, get this book. It's a great book. I actually have The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, One More Day, and The First Phone Call from Heaven. and I have A Little Faith by Mitch Albom. So I'm planning to read all of those books as well, and I will probably review the ones that I really like. That is all for this video. I hope you guys are interested in this book, and I hope you will love it as much as I did. Thank you, and see you on the next video. Bye.